want to give all praise, call Allah YAHAWAH, Shema Mashiach Yahushai, call Allah YAHAWAH, Shema Mashiach Yahushai. We try to do a quick exhortation through the Spirit, a good action of a Hebrew Israelite. You know, when you're in this walk, we got to have good actions, things to stay away from, things that we should be asking for that pertain to the Most High, right? So I'm going to hurry up and just dig through this thing, you know, so people can be edified through Spirit. So this is, this is Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. And it reads, "Ask and it shall be given you, ask and ye shall find, and knock and it shall be open unto you." So while we in this truth, we got to constantly be asking the Lord for more increase, man. But when you really want this increase, you got to be seeking this. You got to be seeking what you want. You got to keep knocking at the Most High door, man. The only way you can knock at the door is when you occupying constantly in this word. Luke chapter 19, verse 13, right? We'll go to Sirach chapter 6, verse 27. It says, "Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go." So you got to search and seek wisdom and not let her go. You know what I'm saying? These are the things you want to ask for. You want to ask for spiritual knowledge so you can increase in this thing. But when you feel like the Most High is actually dealing with you, take hold and don't let go of the knowledge that you got. You want to constantly be digging in it. So verse 8. It says, "For everyone that asketh receiveth." So every person that's praying to the Lord, but actually doing actions, they're going to actually receive. And it says, "He that seeketh findeth." So the more that you seek, the more you looking. Like when you play hide and seek, eventually you're going to find somebody. So you got to constantly seek in this thing. You got to constantly be about the Lord's business if you want any increase, right? It says, "To him that knocked, it shall be open." So if anybody knocking that has a sincere heart, yo, it's going to be open to you, man. But there's a lot of people saying, "Lord, Lord," and have a zeal with their damn mouth, but don't have a zeal according to knowledge in their hearts, man, in their minds, right? We can go to John real quick. John 14 and 17. And it reads, "Even the Spirit of truth." What is the Spirit, man? The law, man. The gospel. The scriptures, the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, man. The whole world can't receive this truth, man. It say, "Because it seeth him not." A lot of us can't even see, man. A lot of us is blind, man. This is why a lot of Jakes, 2/3 have to go, because they not seeing what we talking about. "Neither knoweth him." So a lot of people don't even know Hamashiach Yahushai. They don't know the Most High. But ye know him, ye know him. For he dwelleth in you and shall be in you. So when you abide in the Lord, Shalom, King. Shalom, mighty King. Shapat. You feel me? That's Brother Keith. So like it said, right? It say, "For he dwelleth in you and shall be in you." So what's the way of the Most High dwelling in you? Man, you got to go to John 15, verse 6 and 7. If you don't abide in the word, the Most High don't abide in you. But when you actually abide in the word and you actually constantly applying it into your everyday life, the Most High is abiding with you. He's dealing with you. The Most High even said, and I think it's in Revelations chapter 3, where he says, yo, when you open up the door, Christ will sup with you, man. He'll sit down, have a conversation. He'll build with you, right? A lot of people got their door closed, and Yahushua can't even get in, man. People afraid, so we're going to bring it out. This is St. John chapter 15, verse 7. It says, "If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you." So you have to abide in the word of YAHAWAH Shema Mashiach Yahushai for these words to abide in you, man. You got to want to do the will of the Lord for him to actually abide in you. Some people just feel like you just got to sit and it's just going to come to you. You got to actually be hungry for this thing. A lot of people is anorexic in this truth because they constantly starving themselves and they're not trying to devour it. People don't even know their real purpose. Your purpose is not only to be a parent. Your purpose is not only to get a job for Esau. Your job is to serve the Lord, man. Y'all don't even know who the Lord is. Some of y'all don't even believe in know who the Lord is. If you don't even know who the Lord is, I'm telling you, you living your life wrong, man. You got children, you happy you got children. If you're not correcting them, you're not building them up in the history on where they come from. You just letting your kid know, hey, you're 7, and you don't even let them know where they came from. Half of y'all don't even know where you came from. You have a homeland. It's not the home of black. It's not the home of African American. This is why you got to dig deep. When you digging a hole in a grave, you got to dig deep to place that body in there. You're not just going to dig an inch and lay it in there. It's going to be lumps. A face might be poking out, an arm. You got to really dig deep so you can lay that body deeper down in the ground, right? You can go to Romans chapter 1, verse 18. It says, for the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against the ungodly. So guess what? The wrath of God is going to be revealed to the ungodly. This is why a lot of us is going through disasters. You losing family members. You see your brothers and sisters going to jail. You seeing sisters and brothers and sisters getting diseases. Can't even shake those things off. And unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. A lot of people hold the truth of unrighteousness, man. They got all the answers to move unrighteously, right? Drop down to verse 29. It says, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, and whisperers. A lot of people are whisperers, man. When we go further in that broad is the way. That's a wide way. This is what the unrighteous do in a broad way, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go back to that Matthew. Matthew 7, verse 13. And this is the broad way I'm talking about. It say, enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in it. Yo, it's a lot of Israel that's going in the broad way, man. They easing on down the wide road. You see a yellow, narrow road, and then you see a wide road. Michael Jackson and the damn Wiz and Diana Ross, they was going down the narrow path. A lot of people, we are looking, be like, damn, they're having more fun over there, and we want to go to the path that lead to destruction. We playing the evil ass game, and we don't even know what game we playing, man. It's crazy how you could play the game of chess, but you look at your life and you don't even know that you're in a game of chess. And the Most High is the best chess player there is, right? Let's go to 1 John. 1 John chapter 5, verse 17. And it reads, all unrighteousness is sin, and there is a sin not unto death. So he says all unrighteousness is a sin. So when you go to that broad way, man, you're going to be walking in a way of sin, right? You can go to Romans chapter 2, verse 8 real quick. And it reads, but unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation, and wrath. Come on, man. Or tribulation and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil. Come on, man. So it say unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth. You got to know you live in the Most High. You living in a story that the Most High created for you. This is not a story that, oh, I'm about to make my own story. No, your story is what God calls it to be. It's either you a 2/3 or you walking like a 1/3. And we going to go to the narrow, we gonna see what the narrow path is in a quick second, right? But first we're going to go to Proverbs real quick. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 13. It says, who leave the paths of the unrighteousness to walk in the ways of darkness? You know what I'm saying? So that's what somebody that's trying to go into the narrow path, not somebody that's in a broad way, because a broad way, you're going to do whatever you want to do. But if you really, when like a wise man falls 7 times, a wise man is going to leave the path. A wise man going to stay in the narrow. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people that want to go to the wide way, they're going to leave the path of the rightness and walk in the ways of darkness. This is what a lot of Israel do. We leave the path that the Most High presented right in front of us, but we don't see because we're blind. We're asleep and drunk and spoiled off of philosophies of men, how you should live, the education, how you should walk, how you should dress, how you spend your money. Guess what? You're not balling if you don't got grills in your mouth, even though Solomon did, or you ain't got a Rolex with diamonds and pearls. But a lot of people that think that they're doing good, they leave that uprightness, that righteousness, walk, and they walk into a path of darkness. You got a lot of Jake that's a damn Dark Vader in this thing. 14 said, who rejoice to do evil? A lot of our people rejoice to do evil. You got a lot of people promoting bullshit on Facebook, IG, and many other platforms, just bullshitting all day, right? And it says, and delight in the forwardness of the wicked. So a lot of us have a delight in the forwardness. We have such a good time. I love wickedness. When I smoke weed, I have such a good time. I pop a Molly now, I'm sweating. You know what I'm saying? We have a good time, man. We have a delight in forwardness, man. That's a proud mind, right? It says, "Who ways are crooked, and they forward in their paths." So their ways is crooked. The Most High can make your crooked ways straight, man. But a lot of us don't want to. We love to be the life of the party, right? Let's go back to Matthew 7:14, right? Matthew 7:14, and this is the main point, right? It say, "Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." Is you really working to be the few that actually walk in there? Man, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pushing people out the way because I'm trying to be in that narrow path, man. If you ain't trying to be in the narrow path, I'm pushing you aside, man. Wife, children, friends, brothers, Akwafs, Akim, you getting pushed aside if you're not trying to walk the narrow path, man. The narrow path, he said, and a few there be that find it, man. Only a few is gonna find it, man. I'm pushing and shoving so I can get there, man. I'm trying to push any iniquity that's in front of me, man. Anybody that don't want to hear the word and I know that they got a spirit dealing with them and I don't want that spirit to be on me, I'm pushing you aside, man. You know what? I'm gonna try to work my ass off and try to work as much as I can, try to fulfill the Most High ways as much as I can, get some money and leave the presence of evildoers, man, so I can be at peace, man, so I can actually build my spirit up to be able to deal with these things, man. You got to constantly push evil things that's in the midst, that's in your way, that's blocking you from that narrow path, man, because only a few find it. You really got to work hard to make sure you know you found that narrow path, because a lot of us be comfortable in that narrow path, just too comfortable. And it's somebody that's on a wide path that's really working hard to get to that narrow path. And then guess what? The Most High sift your ass out of that narrow path. Now you in the broad way and this person in the narrow path. Every day, brothers is getting drafted. You getting drafted to this team, you getting drafted to this team. I'm trying to get drafted to a team where I'm constantly signing a contract that I'm not leaving. You gotta constantly not want to leave the ways of the Lord, man. I just brought up precept. We're going to go to it. 2nd Ezra chapter 7. Chapter 7, verse 6 to 9, right? It say, "There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall." Come on, man. You bound to fall in a narrow path. But guess what? A wise man fall and get his ass back up. You are, Israel, you are Humpty Dumpty. He had a great fall, but he got his ass back up, right? And it says, "Like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water so small that there could but one man go there at once." Man, at one at a time, man. Only one at a time is going to be able to endure this path, man. Until he get a little further in the path, then somebody else is going to go in that path. But the broad way, we going to all sing along and walk along. We're going to be, we're going to do the Harlem Shake in that damn thing. But this narrow path, you're going to be sliding through cracks, through the crevice, man. It's not an easy walking in this walk, man. "If this city now were given unto a man for inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?" Man, getting to the kingdom is dangerous. You know, all the trials and tribulations you got to go to. This is what a man that's going to a narrow path. If you're on the broad way, you're going to say, shit, I lived the best life. So even if I die, man, I was in heaven already. That's not the way you want to go, man. I want to live forever and ever and ever. A lot of us got a little mindset if you just want to enjoy what you got right here, right now. It's good to enjoy it as an Israelite, following the ways of the Lord, YAHAWAH Shema Mashiach Yahushai. But to live as a worldly person, no, you get in a part-time moment, man. And you still going to go through trials and tribulations. You're going to have people that's trying to be a snake behind you in this industry or in this world, right? You can go back to Proverbs real quick. Proverbs chapter 2. Verse 5 to 7, it says, Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God, man. You're gonna understand the fear of the Lord when you actually go into this narrow path. How you gonna understand the fear of the Lord or the knowledge of the Most High if you're not walking this narrow path, right? It say, for Yahawah giveth wisdom. Yahawah is the one that's giving you the wisdom. I am nothing. I am a piece of shit, man. The Most High allowed me to go in these scriptures to get edified and have brothers that I could ask questions to add to my arsenal. Every person that's around you is your lot. Everybody around you is your portion. Everybody around you is supposed to add on to your life because you don't know it all, man. You don't know it all, but you need it all. So every person has a strong suit in this walk, and you need every person, you need every hand on deck, right? And it says, and out of his mouth, wait, for Yahweh giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. So the Most High giveth wisdom. So out of your own mouth, it's gonna come out knowledge and understanding. You're gonna always say precept or precept. You're gonna always have an answer for somebody as soon as they bring up something. That's the Most High feeding you, and that's what the Most High is always about understanding and knowledge. Every time he talks, right? Every time he delivers this message, is always knowledge just spewing out. It says he lay up sound wisdom for the righteous. So he lay up sound wisdom, man. He lay up sound wisdom for the righteous, and he is a buckler to them that walketh upright. So the Most High is your buckler and shield, man. He's helping you, man. You know the Puerto Rican dude that was in the church. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, man. Like in real reality, that's how the Most High is really your shield, constantly. But you gotta always endure to the end. You gotta constantly be occupied in this state. This is why brothers is moving by faith. So most brothers don't got no jobs and they serving the Lord, and the Most High is providing the way. Brothers is not stressing. Niggas like, damn, man, I'm down on my end. Nigga, we know you down on your end, but if you still teaching this word, you are really rich in the spirit, man. And that's what it's all about, man. We got to get back to moving in faith so the Most High can plant more seeds in our life, right? Verse 9, it says, then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yeah, every good path. So we're going to understand righteousness in every good path. We're going to even understand the wicked path and know that's some shit you know, let's not go this way, right? And it says, when wisdom entereth into thy heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul. Come on, man. When wisdom enter into your heart, knowledge is pleasant in thy soul. It show you in Sirach chapter 6, verse 20, where it says that she is unpleasant to the unlearned. Wisdom is unpleasant, man. It's undisagreeable with people that's unlearned, man. So if you are unlearned, you got to actually get in this and want to be taught, want to get the counsel of the Lord. And guess what? When wisdom enter into your heart, knowledge is pleasant with the soul. So when wisdom actually enter into your heart, it's going to be pleasant. This is why you're going to see brothers doing sit downs, going out, and they always giving scriptures on the book. They always in a happy mode. As soon as you going through something, are you happy? Brothers is always going to the scriptures for anything. Like, damn, bro. Now, when I used to go to church, they'd be like, man, you a church thumper or you a Bible thumper. Back then, I looked at it. I didn't even know what that was, man. But now I know, man, you constantly going to precept, constantly giving somebody an answer. You are a Bible thumper, man. And that's what it's about. James chapter 1, verse 4, I'm almost done. It say, but let patience have her perfect work. Let patience have her perfect work. You walk in this narrow path, have patience have her perfect, let patience have her perfect work. But a broad way, you rushing to do shit. You rushing to do wicked. But when you are in a narrow path, let patience have her perfect work. You got to be patient in this narrow path. Just because you in there, yay, but what is next? Keep on going. And then constantly, while you walking, make sure you yell at the person behind you. Come on, keep going. You got this. You got to motivate brothers to keep on going, because some brothers lose motivation. Damn. Oh, man, the terrain is too high. Oh, man, I'm cold. Oh, man, I can't eat. Oh, it's nothing to do. Man, brothers start getting late. You got to constantly motivate them, bro. You got to be bored for the Lord, man. Guess what? It's boring to read. But you so excited that you reading, you doing, it's boring doing what we do. Because not a lot of people can do this. Only brothers that want to walk a narrow path is going to read nonstop, man. They're going to stop what they doing. Then they going to get in the spirit and now they want to do a lesson, man. That's what a brother that moving in a narrow path is doing, man. He's always exalting the Lord, right? He's always exalting the Lord, right? Verse 4, and it says, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. So when you patient, you ain't going to want for nothing. When you in this narrow path, you're not going to want for nothing, man. All things is going to be given to you when you actually patient, right? Come on, man. Brothers brought out Hebrews, right? Hebrews chapter 3, verse 13. We're going to get it. Hebrews chapter 3, verse 13, right? And it says, but exhort one another daily. Yo, what he saying, Luke? He said, pick up your cross daily. What he say? He said, pick up your cross daily. Say it again. He said, pick up your cross daily. You got to daily pick up your cross, daily exhort brothers, right? It says, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through deceitful of sin. So you got to daily pick up your cross. Let's actually get to that, man. Let me see if I can get that, right? I think it's 18 and 22. It said daily exhort, right? No, that's not it. Hold on. Where's that? $18 and 22. Sorry, y'all. I'll just go to Mark 8 and 34. You gotta constantly 8 and 34, right? It says, and when he had called the people unto him with his disciple also, he said unto them, whosoever come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. We got to constantly follow the Lord, man. And when you daily picking up your cross, it's the same. You got to daily exhort your brothers, man. Daily, man. And guess what? If you don't do it, another brother going to do it. If that brother not going to do it, another brother going to do it. It's all about daily, right? And I got it wrong. It was 9 and 23. Luke 9 and 23. Salaki, y'all. Luke 9 and 23, right? It says, and he said to them all, if any man shall come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. And Hebrews 3 and 13, it says, exhort one another daily. So if you got to pick up your cross daily, you got to exhort daily. Daily, these is the things we got to do. And this is what somebody that's moving in the narrow path is going to do. You know, if you have a desire to correct somebody or say, yo, brother, no, that's not correct, then pick up your word and go teach the people. Don't say you got it all and you not giving the people. You being stingy. Niggas got $50 million and you got, oh man, black. You a stingy ass Jake. When you got all these scriptures, this is rich. You are stingy as hell, man. Feed the people. What he told Peter. Some brothers be like, man, through the spirit, I think I'm Peter. No, you not, man. You not feeding the flock. You damn stingy ass. I'm calling you a stingy ass nigga. You being stingy, man. You got all this understanding. You got to feed the flock, man. When you walk on this narrow path, that shows when brothers is holding on all the knowledge they got, you're going to let another brother be left behind. Another brother is staggering and he on his knees. You just going to move because you know to understand, I'm just going to keep moving. When you love your brother, you going to lend a hand, man. Help them brothers out, man. Call and be like, yo, brother, you want to go over something? Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24. That's crazy. I'm already right there. It says, let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. You got to constantly be on your brother's ass. Yo, brother, come on, man. You got knowledge, man. Come on, bring it out. That's what a brother that's walking a narrow path is going to do, because it's each one teach one. If I'm in front of you, you behind me, I got to tell you, and he got to tell this person, and this person got to tell this person. The message got to keep going down. It's called recycle in Israel. Each one teach one. If I say something, it goes to him. Then it goes to him. Then it goes to him. Then it goes to him. And then by the time it get to me, it's a precept. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, stop being stingy with what you got and deliver to the people, right? Let's go to Romans. Romans chapter 12, verse 12, man. I'm almost done, y'all. I'm almost done. 12 verse 12, right? It says, rejoice in hope, patient in tribulation, continue instant in prayer. Man, if you got some confidence, depression going on, you slothful, you feel like you ain't doing enough, pray to the Lord about it, man. Tell him to double you up, man. Pray to the Lord, man. Some people just be thinking like stuff is just gonna get, here you go. get laid on your lap, man. You gotta constantly dig in this thing to actually get it, man. And then if you really about like, you know, man, I really want to teach the people, but hey, I'm afraid, or man, I want to do this and do that, but you're afraid to go teach the word. You don't feel like you good enough, man. Pray to the Lord, man. Man, I commit sins, man, and then I had to have confidence because the scriptures say you gotta repent. And if you know that you bullshitting and it's something that the Most High don't approve, man, actually go pray after you commit that. Get that off of your shoulders and find something that can get you on fire, that can get you in the spirit, man. I just got done watching a Key video and he added on to what I said, and that made me be like, damn, this is a beautiful lesson, what he was bringing out. So then now I'm here bringing out the good actions of walking in a narrow path, man. As an Israelite, you say you an Israelite, you got to move in good actions, man. Walk in that narrow path. If you tired of walking the wide path, then get in the narrow path and actually endure this tribulation, man. Romans chapter 8, verse 25, man. It says, but if we hope for what we see not, then do we with patience wait for it, man. You got to hope for the things that you can't even see. Man, I hope that YAHAWAH come, and I believe it. Guess what? I'm going to have patience for him. But why I'm having patience, what I'm doing, walking in this narrow path and doing, right? Let's go to Ecclesiastes real quick. Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. 7 and 8. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So the end the ending of this story we living in is going to be better than what happened in the beginning with Adam and Eve, the other nations. He says, and the patience in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. So it's better to be patient in spirit than to be proud, to have a prideful spirit, right? And this is my last one, and I'm going to end it with this one, right? Luke chapter 19, verse 13, right? And this is in the spirit, right? This is the parable of the pounds. And I'll just start at 11 to get the context, right? And it says, and they heard these things, and he added and spake a parable. Because this is, he spake a parable because he was nigh to Jerusalem. And because they thought that the kingdom of God should immediately appear. So most of us thought that the kingdom was going to automatically appear or something, right? And that's what we be thinking right now. And it says, he said, therefore, and this is red letter, YAHAWAH speaking, a certain noble man, which is a Mashiach YAHAWAH, which is the Messiah, and his name is YAHAWAH in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, who the world calls Jesus Christ, went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom. What kingdom is that? Man, Israel is the kingdom, right? And it says to return. Where are we going to return to? Back home. And it says, he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds. It's spiritual. And said unto them, occupy till I come. So, man, we got to be occupied till we come, man. The Most High gave us a whole volume of a book that we can get this understanding through the history, through the precepts. And now we got to occupy. We got to occupy till we come, man. One more thing, in this narrow path, of course, I'm always gonna bring this out, man, until I find another one that takes over from this. But you know I gotta bring this out. This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth until death. Strive for the truth until death. I'm going to say it again. Strive for the truth until death, and YAHAWAH shall fight for thee. So if you walk in this narrow path and you fighting through tribulation, you're going to strive for the truth until death, man. Whatever is thrown at you, whatever you're going against, if you feel like you're doing too much, I'm watching the kids, I got to clean, I got to read all the time, I got to study. Man, you want to occupy till you come. I mean, occupy until YAHAWAH come, man. What do he say in Sirach 2:1? He say, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. Yo, you get tempted when you be like, man, I want to take a break. I just want to sit down. Man, I've been working with the kids all day, but you've been working with the kids all day, but did you read? You know what I'm saying? That's that temptation, man. We be feeling like, oh, man, I'm good enough. You know, it's good to do all these things. It's good to be a parent, but you still want to know. The Most High said, man, we can't love these kids, your wife, your husband more than him, man. You got to love God more than them. You know what I'm saying? So I still got to be a father, but I will put that shit aside and I'm going to read. Like I'll put aside from eating or chilling in front of the fam. I'll put that aside because I want to do an exhortation. I want to get in these scriptures, man. It's not good enough. I might not be sad. Even if my feet is hurting, my ankle broke. I'm not broke, but I sprained my ankle. It's not good enough that I'm just sitting there and hurting when I can actually read. So I got to get on fire, and I actually got to come in there, look at some scriptures, and then actually bring it out, man, because I chose to serve the Lord. And that's what the narrow path is going to do. They chose to serve the Lord. Verse 2 say, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. So we can't stop, man. We got to constantly endure the terrain, constantly endure the different angles in this walk. You know what I'm saying? So call Allah YAHAWAH Shema Mashiach Oshai. Call Allah YAHAWAH Shema Mashiach Oshai. And with that, Kwam Yasharella.